Welcome back to Prezco. I'm the Business Prez, and this is the Daily Trend. We're going to look at some market structure, market sentiment, some thoughts I have, the overall feelings in the market, feelings and psychology. It's at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, apart from institutional manipulation. And we'll get into that too. Now, we all know about the Lunar FUD. It was a planned attack. Very, very well done by the powers that be. And I suspect that there would be more, particularly in Tether's way. And if we see Tether's liquidity get pulled, well, that's literally every trading pair. Literally every trading pair. So, it's kind of good that Luna happened. I'm sorry if you were in it, and if you were buying the dip. I went back and looked, and there was consecutive 90% dips. Consecutive, like multiple. So like, it just proves to me that if support doesn't hold, likely to go down. And it doesn't matter. Because I was looking at XRP a while back. I'm like, oh, hang on. Alright. If this macro support doesn't hold, this triangle breaks down, it's 50% breakdown. No, surely not. Surely not. And it did. And that was without the Lunar FUD. So, got to be prepared for anything. So, I've been working on how to read the market, how to read the charts a lot better, determine what is a bullish phase, what is a bearish phase, and what's a pullback in that phase. So right now we're actually going through a bearish phase, a bear market, and the pullbacks are bullish, but they pull back into resistance, and then the sell-off is likely to continue unless we get a true reversal, which means we've got to break out of said resistance at that point of control, flip it bullish, and then we can continue the bull run. And this will show up in the daily time frame and the indicators that I use for the daily strategy. The daily trend strategy. So no doubt that will be shown to you. That's what I've been working on. Guys, this is not financial advice. If you want to know more, join the Discord, link in the description below. I encourage you to smash that like button, comment if I've missed something, or if you want to see your charts, let me know and I'll bring them to you. Alright, and with that being said, let's jump straight into this amazing video today. Wait. Hey! It's made me really small so I don't get in the way of things. Now let's bring up the Bitcoin. This is the Bitcoin chart. This is the Bitcoin chart in the weekly time frame. Okay? Now, I'm pointing this out because look at this long wick down to the bottom. Okay, this is the recovery in the past few days. This is 20% recovery. This is juicy, right? This is juicy. But, still red. Okay, if we were to come up and close above these highs, that will make this candle a green candle, and then it will be a bullish hammer candle. Right now, still bearish, but we just soaked up all the liquidity from here, from support. Okay, so where buyers had their buy orders in, they got triggered, and sellers looking to short the market, especially on this pullback, this is where they would be taking profits. So if you got in short at resistance or even at the breakdown, you made a good 20, 25, 30% if you're a savage on the short. Okay, that seems to be over now. And what we're doing is we're consolidating. And look, we just got our weekly close right there. Right there. This is where the weekly just closed. Alright, it's 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And this is where the daily usually closes. And after 7 days, the week closes. Alright? So let's zoom out, look at some important levels. Okay? That was the bottom of wave 1. That was the bottom of the bear market, sorry. That was the absolute end of capitulation. And this is what I thought we were likely to get. Some kind of mass capitulation event. 50% from the bottom of the previous pattern. Alright. 80% from the top, 80%. We kind of didn't get that. But we've got to be careful here. Because if this is what it's looking to be, some kind of head and shoulders pattern. Okay, we've got a shoulder, head, shoulder, neckline. Then, if we break that, we could do a 50% correction from there. Okay? Just like this. So the worst is not yet to come. This can happen. There's no reason why not. Okay? This is another important level. It's the bottom of the bear market, the support structure that we finally broke. Okay? And then we come out and we flipped it. We flipped it. Okay, support that broke down did not even act as resistance. The retest, we just smashed right through it. And the retest was actually here, confirming support. Okay? And then got kind of another level here. Okay, the top of this range, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe break out and retest there. Okay, it's the top pattern. It's kind of fighting for the middle of it. And then of course the double top here with a little bit of movement there. So if we break this head and shoulders, okay, that's on log scale, that's not going to work. Logarithm. So you can't really measure it like a pattern. Just going to measure the distance of the move. So if we break this neckline, we're most likely going to retest all-time highs. And to me, it doesn't really make sense, because in this macro structure of Elliott waves, we've got one wave, the pullback, the two wave, the pullback, and then this should give us our three wave. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or the 1 bullish, 2 bullish, 3 bullish for the bull market, which is what we were expecting this whole time. Can we get there? Maybe. Okay, so if we do break this neckline, we're still respecting the 786 of this wave 2. If we can do that, that'd be awesome. And there is an 886 that'll probably be about here. Either way, as long as we don't come down past this start, still in a macro uptrend. That's a bit hard to believe, because just to get there, it's the 80% correction from where we are, not even from the top. But this is kind of how crazy stuff is and how big the markets can move. And that's a 90%. Don't know. So we may not. But if we can hold support here, then we're likely to carry on into these regions. And this could be the blow off top, like back here that we see, where it breaks out of its range and goes on a run. Okay, resistance, 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 bang, break it, retest, and then here we go. Okay, so that's what we'll need from here. We'll need to get above, retest, and continue. This could send us into the hundreds of thousands of dollars. This has been the setup since the start, since I initially got invested. What is this? Since I initially got invested all the way back here. Okay? And now, we've got our wave 2. We're going through a massive correction. Still up on Bitcoin. So it's not about timing the market, it's about time in the market. Now how else could we draw this? Okay, we've established support. If this support holds, that'd be great. Okay, this is like correction wave. ABC correction wave. That is also valid. And all we got to do is come up here, probably bull flag a little bit, break out, retest, continue on. Now, that all depends on the macroeconomics. When Bitcoin was created in 08, it was right after the GFC, everything was going skids. They've had to save this economy by massive stimulus, quantitative easing, and just literally destroying the purchasing power of the dollar, fiat currency. So we may not get this. We may also get a retest, a bounce, a breakdown, a retest, and then down to these levels. That could also happen. Rate hikes, you know, like the Great Reset, quantitative tightening, so pulling circulation out. Either one of these could happen. But either way, I expect a bounce from this level like we've got. So that's kind of the macro picture for the Bitcoin. Now we're always doing Bitcoin because Bitcoin is the market. Bitcoin's the leader of the market, okay? Whatever Bitcoin does, the rest of the market listens to it. So if we look over here at this chart and the Bitcoin dominance, we're mapping this out for a while. Okay, yes, thank you. I am using the free version. There's plenty to do on the free version. So we've come up, tried this support after testing the bottom. Okay, we scooped along the bottom for a bit, and we come up in this ascending channel. This ascending channel broke down. We tested the neckline. Okay, what's happening while all this is going on? We're getting divergence. Okay, we're staying above the 50s. Price is going up, but we're coming down on the tops. MACD is coming down. This is the level where we break down, retest, and push down. What's happening on the MACD? It just goes straight through the midline until here. This is the take profit zone. Okay, when we're crossing back up, but we're still in bearish territory, it's telling you to get out of your shorts. However, this is an index. If we're looking at the other chart, it'll be valid. But this is saying Bitcoin is now going to gain strength, comes up, they did not get rejected at resistance. Found support, made a double bottom, made some divergences, and then pushed up above the 50. Now it seems like it's meeting some resistance back at the top of this channel, back at a previous top range. So if Bitcoin were to start pulling back here, and the Bitcoin itself was to remain bullish and chase this one back to the top, or even just back to halfway, if we actually bounce here, but the Bitcoin dominance falls, well, altcoins are going to pump. Altcoins are going to pump massively, and that's what we're in for, right? Altcoins is where the money's at. But altcoin chart, We are also in bearish territory. We have not yet crossed up. This is on the 4 hour. So we can move that out of the way. We are retesting this previous zone. And it could be a bearish retest. We could continue down. Could continue down to eat up this wick and then back up, or we could continue down and continue down even further. I don't know. So looking at the dollar, if the dollar's topping out and it's coming down to support, we're most likely going to see a relief rally on the altcoins, which means we'll come up. Okay, and the money in the crypto market, that's on the 4 hour. Very, very bearish. We're well below this midline. We're well below the 50. We're even tagging red. So that's telling me that we're likely to have new lows. Okay, and on the 4 hour, we made divergence and we come up. We're making this kind of pattern here. We don't have to break up. But if we do, we come to this orange line, which means more money will come into the market, everything will give a juicy pump. But then profits will most likely be taken very, very quickly because we're in a bear market. And this can also break down because we're at resistance. So slowly we could just go sideways, break this trend line, and then start coming down, which means we need to be out of the market. There's a fair bit going on, but this crash might not be over. Might just be in a little bit of relief and then more pain. So let's zoom in a bit and look at the daily trend. What is the daily trend telling us? Daily trend is telling us that we're about to cross up on the daily, which means we should be out of shorts. We should be out of shorts. Taking profits on the shorts. Okay, from here to there is great shorts. Okay, if you're a savage, if you're proactively taking profits, probably zooms in a little bit more. Okay, from the time we break down, so the RSI broke down here, MACD come down here, and then the whole time it's under the midline to about here, where it starts double bottoming and crossing up, where we get the divergence. Okay, when we start pulling back, you probably have a stop loss somewhere in there. So you made a decent 20% on a short, and now we're printing that bottom. It's definitely starting to look like a bottom now. It wasn't so much before, but now it's looking like a double bottom. Potentially even a inverted head and shoulders. So if we break this neckline, we're going to come up to that orange zone. That orange zone was massive support, which we break down. So if we break bullish and come up, it's a decent 10 to 15%. Now at this stage, I'm going to be looking for signs of topping out. I'm going to be looking to sell up to half of my bags, just so I've got cash on the side to be able to play this right. See, up until this whole point, I've literally been 100% all in, and I've been injecting money from my bank account into the market. Now that's good, that's fair and well. However, if we're about to enter a multi-year bear market, I just want to save my money, maybe invest it in cash flow business, so I have more money to buy it at even cheaper prices. So if we start breaking down from here, I'm probably going to start selling some. If we pull up and start topping out, especially at this previous support, now turn resistance, especially at the moving averages, especially at the 50 and the midline, the RSI and MACD, that's where I'm going to be adjusting my portfolio from all in to 50-50. That way, when we come down to support, and we look like we're holding it and we're going to bounce. That way I can inject cash back in, buy low, and be about 80-20. So that way when we come up here and we look like we're topping out again, and we'll go back to 50-50, but I'll have more cash and more Bitcoin. And doesn't matter where we are in the market, if we come all the way to the top, 50-50. We pull back, a decent pullback, I can buy more at a cheaper price. Doesn't matter what the actual price is, and that's why I never really talk about price. I always talk about levels, talk about structure, talk about trend. Because right now we're trending down. This is a pullback. This is probably not over. I think I did this on the last one. This is not over. We come all the way down here. We mapped out this before. 16.5. Alright, where's 16.5? That's where I had the first line. Alright, at the top of this peak. Okay? We could literally see this play out. Okay? And if I'm not 50-50, if I'm still all in, I'm just at another 60% loss. Whereas if I'm 50-50, I'm only at a 30% loss. And then I get to buy my Bitcoin cheaper. You see how that's working? It's been a hard road from here to where we are now. And I've learned a lot in the meantime. I've learned how to chart, how to read the chart, most importantly, how to execute. That's the hardest part. You can read charts all day, you can make a beautiful picture. But can you play to the tune of the story that it's telling? Okay, so let's get some notes on here. I'm going to post the notes in the Discord, and if you want to know more, if you want to know about the altcoins, or about the other indexes, or more about the psychology of what's going on, it'll all be in the Discord, all your risk warnings, everything like that. So, bullish scenario. Break up to all-time high. Macro levels get hit. Wave 5 complete. Enter. Blow off top. Okay. That's option A. Or should I say? No, they're both B. Option A. Oops. Now that's if we break out. So if we break out of la resistance. If we break down on this support, multi-year bear market, capitulation, reaccumulate at the lows, wait for next bull run, because it will come, guys. It will come. It'll be the biggest, best bull run of all, because it'll be the utility bull run, where we actually get to see the technology with regulations of what crypto is and what it can do for all of us. Talking about being your own bank, talking about getting real interest on your assets, and NFTs, the way you can build a community, build a workforce, build a tribe, a culture, and have it represented digitally. Not just that, but NFTs can stand for anything. Stand for assets, real estate, property. It's literally like digital property verified on the blockchain. So NFTs are going to be huge. Oops. If we break down here, no bueno. If we break up here, bueno. Either way, I expect a bounce. Either way, I expect a bounce. Okay, so that's the market. We have a quick look at Ethereum. Looks like it might be 1 hour. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. You know, this doesn't have to stop here either. Last time we're in a bear trend, like, it didn't stop. You know, like it come up, retest, come down. You know, so when we get to these key levels, so like that come all the way back here, but we kind of know there's a key level there. So come down at this range, come to the bottom of the range, come to the top of the range. Tested it, rejected it. Tested it, rejected it. And the bigger the range, the bigger the swings, right? So you don't want to be up here saying, yep, we're making support, we're going up, it breaks down 50%, and then you got no cash on the side to then double your money because you've just waited the whole time. And that's pretty much what I've been doing. I mean, I've been trading on Bybit here, getting pretty good, but not great. Like, I'm not making any significant money, but I am in the green. Now that's trading smaller time frames with leverage, but that's not managing a portfolio as an investor. This is as an investor. And this is the point of the daily trend. Okay? I mean, what levels to watch out for and what to do when said levels appear. Anyway, guys, I've blabbed on enough. Like I said, you want to know more, Discord is in the description. Smash that like button. Tell me if you like the video. Tell me if you hate the video. I really don't care. But thanks for watching. I'm the Business Press. See you. Bye.